How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my latest addition to Star Trek the original series, and we're on to season 2 episode 13, The Deadly Years. And there will also, guys, if you're new to the channel, there'll be a full uncut reaction of mine to this episode. That'll be on my Patreon page. So if you want to join my Patreon, there's different tiers of different perks if you want to support the channel further. I've also recently set up a channel membership here on the channel. There's exclusive reactions now to Gunsmoke, as I said, on the Patreon page or on the anyone who's a member on the channel. So just different ways that you can support the channel. If you'd be interested, that would be fantastic. And a quick shout out to my patrons, to Ravi, to Gigi Gooding, to Mihal, to Blaze, and to Mary. Thank you so much. But with that, we will watch season 2 episode 13, The Deadly Years. Okay, the only red shirt is Scotty, so...
Our arrival was scheduled well in advance, Doctor.
No red shirt victims here in this away mission.
Johnson, the leader of this expedition, not an hour ago.
Well, did he report anything wrong?
No, yet there was something wrong. I can't quite pin it down.
Again, love this setting that they've beamed out, planet they've beamed down to. Let's see, Chekhov is going to find something. Holy crap.
In there! A dead man!
There's frost on his face.
Old age. Quite impossible, Doctor. I ran a personnel check on this entire expedition before we beamed down. I assure you that none of them would...
I'm Robert Johnson. This is my wife, Elaine.
How old are you?
I'm, let me see.
Do they have amnesia?
We discovered a most unusual phenomenon. The 6 members of the colony, none of whom were over 30, we found 4 had died and 2 were dying of old age.
Happened.
Did your instruments show anything?
Elaine was so beautiful.
Was so beautiful?
My examinations have turned up absolutely nothing. In fact, I don't have a clue.
No matter how remote, how far-fetched the notion, I want it run down. We'll stay in
Maybe
orbit
there's something
until
wrong
we
with the
have
planet.
answers.
Why is she staying there?
Well, be a little less the cool, efficient captain and a little more the old friend.
How long has it been?
6
What?
years, 4
Have
months,
they had stuff
and an odd
before?
number of days. In all those years, I only heard from you once. A starground when my husband died.
That you met someone you loved,
And he didn't want to stand in the way.
I admired, a great man.
and in the same field as you, you didn't have to give up a thing.
It's a Class M planet with a conventional oxygen-nitrogen
Okay,
atmosphere.
so that's not the planet.
It seems to me that your investigations would be facilitated if we proceeded there. I assure you all cooperation.
But we have a few facilities of our own here. I think the Enterprise will do quite nicely. Maintain standard orbit, Mr. Sulu.
You already gave that command, sir.
Oh? Well, follow it.
Foolish, but, well, I seem to be having a little trouble hearing.
It's probably nothing important.
Dead?
The last one. Robert Johnson.
Shoulder, just a twinge. Probably muscular strain.
His memory and his shoulder, he's going grey. Scotty obviously has an issue now as well.
It's advanced arthritis. Spreading.
Holy shit. That's like what your man was like when he was dead. When the...
Are all showing definite signs of aging.
Holy shit.
Only Ensign Chekhov appears to be normal.
Know what's causing it? Virus, bacteria, or evil spirits? I'm trying to find out.
Estimate that physically we each have less than a week to live. Better than mental vegetables in a considerably lesser time.
Total senility.
Yes, Captain.
All right. I want all the research facilities, all the scientific technicians. Stop research immediately. I want the answers and I want the remedy.
You're perfectly healthy.
I must differ with you, Doctor. I'm having difficulty concentrating, which is most disturbing.
You are perfectly healthy. That is, for any normal...
I would say he's getting kind of cranky in his old age as well, but him and Spock opposite each other.
Captain, when I go back to the station,
You feel up to it, Scotty?
of course I do.
Sir. She's still interested in him?
Unless you were on your way to the biochemistry lab, Doctor.
We both go in the same direction. Therefore, once we find the proper line of research, it's only logical we find the solution. When I married Theodore Wallace, I thought I was over you. I was wrong.
When did you realize that?
She likes the older guys.
I see Captain James Kirk, a man of morality, decency, handsome and strong.
And old.
Herr Chekhov, take off your shirt, Chekhov. Roll over, Chekhov. Breathe deeply, Chekhov. Blood sample, Chekhov.
You'll live.
Oh, yes, I'll live. But I won't enjoy it.
He was making mistakes earlier in the episode, you know, giving the same orders multiple times. What's he going to do now? It's like Homer working at the power plant in The Simpsons.
On what grounds, Commodore?
On the grounds that
Because
the
Kirk
captain,
can't
because
function.
of his affliction,
I mean, he is right.
is unable to perform his duty.
I, too, have contracted the same affliction.
Yes, but you're a Vulcan. You have a much greater lifespan. You show the effects to a much smaller degree.
My physical reflexes are down. My mental capacity is reduced.
Yeah,
I
it'd still be
tire
good though,
easily.
and better than a lot of people,
No, sir.
humans probably on the
I
ship.
am
So
not fit for...
As Starfleet flag officer, I must follow regulations. As second in command of the Enterprise, you must convene an extraordinary competency hearing.
oh my god, she's dead.
She's dead. Her metabolism caused her to age more rapidly than the rest of us, but the same thing's gonna happen to us unless...
How long have we got, Bones?
Oh, matter of days.
The responsibility of this hearing is mine.
As presiding officer and as second in command of the Enterprise, the responsibility is mine. How long have you served with Captain Kirk?
2 years, sir.
To your knowledge, has he ever had any difficulty making decisions?
No, sir.
He ordered you to increase orbit.
Yes, sir.
Did he not several minutes later repeat that order?
He did not. When I give an order, I expect it to be obeyed. I don't have to repeat myself.
You have many times to this. You gotta be honest, Sulu. I mean, it's for the greater good for the Enterprise. Kirk would want you to be honest.
Captain Kirk repeated his order.
I guess he forgot he'd signed it.
Yes.
He forgot he'd signed it.
You reminded him that the Romulans had broken Code 2.
Yes.
It pains them to say it, but there's no alternative.
Subject's physical age, based on physiological profile, between 60 and 72.
Do you agree with it, Doctor?
See, Spock is level-headed, the rest of them aren't.
Yes. Yes, I do agree.
Wouldn't it be more interesting if they weren't in denial and kind of just they knew that yeah, it's right, but just like more of a kind of a focus on kind of just the trying to come to terms with aging, and especially in an unnatural way because they're young men. They shouldn't be here right now. You know, within a day or two they've gone like 30 years older, robbed of their youth. The last 30 years. And focus a bit more on that.
I'm perfectly capable of speaking in my own defense, but slip of the tongue.
Captain, your inability to remember having given commands, reading and signing important orders, all these things would appear to be irrefutable proof of failing physical and mental conditions.
So I'm a little confused.
Maybe it's a fear of Kirk's as well. The day that comes when he's not commanding the Enterprise anymore.
I wouldn't have believed it of you. I'll show you what I'm capable of. There's nothing wrong with my memory.
What's your name?
Ask me anything.
Sulu.
Good idea. Get this stupid voting over with so I can get back to running the ship. I'll be in my quarters, awaiting a decision.
Well, how much more time has he got to live?
Regulations to...
I'm telling this guy
Chief
just something
Command.
up about him.
Sir, you have never commanded a starship.
What would you have, Mr. Spock?
Danger from the Romulans.
Mr. Spock, we have to save these people.
He's never had a field command.
Mr. Scott was unfit for command. Commodore Stalker, as ranking officer.
Don't talk to me about rank. Disloyal. You stab me in the back the first chance you get. I never want to have to look at you again.
I thought I was going to turn and hit him for a second. Well, technically he's not old. He's just... he's a condition.
Tell me.
Am I getting home?
Beamed down together.
Kirk is
We were
catching
on
up
the
with
surface together in the same spot. We were together all the
Bones now.
time.
No, not all. For a few moments.
He left us. He left us. He went into the building.
Beats faster. Breath gets short, and there's cold sweats.
Perhaps a sufficiently efficacious compound could be developed.
And that joint spunk, you and Dr. Wallace get cracking.
I think we just made contact, sir.
Romulans approaching from both sides.
Better think fast, man.
All the time we had to go to the bridge. We're under attack.
Nurse!
I've got to...
And why we violated the neutral zone.
The Romulans are notorious for not listening to explanations.
Shut up.
Ah, Jim, boy, you just lay quiet. You can't do no good. We're both through.
It is crude and dangerous. We had no time for refinements.
All right, let's
Because there's nothing to lose at this stage.
Anyway.
do it.
Dr. Wallace, give him the shot.
Maybe if you get out of the way and one of them can take out the other one. There's one behind the Enterprise, one in front.
The aging process has stopped. His bodily functions are getting stronger.
Do not take captives.
I've got to do something.
Report, Mr. Saloon.
What can Kirk do in this moment?
100,000 kilometers.
Engineering, this is the captain.
But Captain, code...
That's an order, Lieutenant. Code 2. If impossible, shields failing. We'll implement the struct order using Cobramite device recently installed. Explosion will take place in 1 minute. Kirk, commanding Enterprise, out. Mr. Sulu.
Romulans giving ground, Captain. Obviously, they tapped in as you expected them to.
Are they still retreating?
Yes, sir.
Good. All hands. Stand by. 8, now.
So essentially, just get the feck out of there.
Romulans were caught off guard, Captain. They're falling behind.
Just wanted to assure you that I did what I thought best to save both you and the
Yeah, he
men.
did.
Noted. You should
I was wrong
know
about
that
it.
there's-
Sorry.
If I may say so, Captain, I am now quite aware of what a starship can do. With the right man at the helm.
Anytime you're ready, Mr. Spock.
I am quite ready now, Doctor.
Still hasn't done it.
Because I thought you might like to know that I've removed all the breakables from sickbay.
That is very considerate of you, Doctor.
An experience we'll remember in our old age. Which won't be for some while, I hope. Steady as she goes.
Steady as she goes, Captain.
I thought I said that.
Deadly Years. Okay, that was the Deadly Years, and guys, being honest, this wasn't a good episode. When I heard it was called the Deadly Years, and then I kind of saw this thing of the aging process, I thought there was some incredible potential to tap into, especially about the concept of aging and, you know, mortality. And Star Trek is like usually a perfect canvas for that with its philosophical stuff, and they just didn't go with it here, really. They just kind of went with the, oh look, Kirk looks strange, doesn't he? Or look how much Scotty or Bones is aging now. And I just thought they capped too much into, oh, I said that twice, or oh, I forgot something, but never so much about the consequences of that and them having to deal with that, you know? I really thought there could have been a lot of that in the episode, and I thought there would be some of it, and they just did not go there. And yeah, it was very disappointing. A very disappointing episode. Not one of the best at all, in my personal opinion. But guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Deadly Years, and what did you think of it? Do you think there was more room for potential? Do you agree with me in some way that I think it had the perfect platform for it, because, you know, mortality and aging and death are just fundamental aspects of our life, and I thought this so could have gone there and they didn't do it. So I'm really surprised and disappointed they didn't do that. But hell, look, there's 20-something episodes per season. Not all of them are going to be home runs, as I say. There's going to be a couple of clunkers, and this for me was definitely a clunker. But yeah, as I said, let me know what you thought, guys, and I'm looking forward to it, hear what you say. But until next time, guys, slán go fóill.